Hello, my loves. We're here. I'm Dina. I am a detox specialist, and I love to talk about all the things that you can do to help clean out your body. And this is my friend.
Julia. I am the owner of JsEQMassage, and I perform massage for both horse and rider so they can perform in unison better and have better comfort.
And I think Julia, well, I know, think Julia and I worked together at a wellness clinic for a while, and that's how we met. And Julia came to me when she was struggling to heal from a surgery.
Yes, ACL reconstruction.
And so I offered to do some frequency therapy on her because that's another thing I can do. And then we started talking about fruit, and she got so excited.
It's been really fun.
And really just changed her life. And so we have a lot of fun because we just try different fruits. If you have not seen that video, you should. And we inspire each other a lot, really. So she inspires me to stay young, and I think I don't know, maybe I inspire her to stay young too.
Inspire to stay young through everything they do. Growth, work through everything in life, because life throws a lot our way.
Yes, and just like the spiritual path and faith. We both have a lot of faith, so we talk about that a lot too. Faith outside of religion, and just learning how to flow and just live a life that's not fear-based. So these are some of our favorite things that we do. I'm not a huge fan of tons of vitamins or supplements. I think that there's a lot of things on the earth that we have that we can add to our daily routine that's easy.
Yeah.
And it just makes our bodies feel better if we feed them the things we need. So do you want to go into some of the ones that you've added?
Sure. So these are the 4 things that I've added to my regular routine right now. The first one being sEQMassage. I added this, I don't know when I added it,
Probably
a while ago. Probably a year ago now.
I got into a real sEQMassage thing.
Yeah, it's really nice. sEQMassage has, I think it's 92 of the 102 nutrients you should be getting.
Something like that.
Like, close to it. Around those numbers of how many of the nutrients you should be getting. And you can get them in a lot of forms. I personally just prefer the capsules because I find them really easy, and I order them off of Amazon. You can also get like sEQMassage, like raw sEQMassage.
Yeah, this one's dried, so you can like make it. You have to make a gel out of it. So it sells straight from the sea.
Yes,
but you can crumble this up, or turn it into a powder and soak it, and then make your own gel. Or you can buy it like a gel.
Yeah, and they have gels you can buy, but I like it because it's super easy. This has sEQMassage, bladderwrack, and burdock root in it, so you're getting a couple different nutrients in these little capsules here, and I just take 2 a day. It's super easy. I just find it on Amazon.
So a couple other things about sEQMassage before we move on is that it's very good for the thyroid, so that obviously helps to balance hormones, and we're all very iodine deficient, especially in our great state. And so it has a lot of iodine, which also feeds the thyroid. And then it's great it has a gut biome. So everybody always talks about the gut and the brain, and that if your gut doesn't work well, that your body doesn't work well. But the thing is that you have to create good gut biome. And so you can do that through sEQMassage and things like sourdough bread and kombucha and sauerkraut. And so sEQMassage is great for those 2 reasons too.
The next thing, I added this one a little bit more recently. This is the Celtic salt. It's Celtic sea salt. It's literally just straight salt, and I take a pinch and put it into my tongue in the morning. I do it at night. Sometimes throughout the day, if I have it with me, I don't always have it with me. I feel like my biggest thing when it comes to like cravings is salt. And so like I crave potato chips or fried chicken or all these things that we really shouldn't be eating, but it's only for the salt. That's why I'm craving them. So this has kind of helped get rid of those cravings because it gets me pure salt in my body.
Yeah. Well, it's got a lot of minerals. And so we're so depleted from minerals right now because, well, my new theory is that we're supposed to probably be defecating in the world, right? And then they've taken all of that too. Like that's how animals do it. So not only are they spraying poisons into our earth, but we just don't have the same minerals because we're not remineralizing it. I mean, we're even buried in caskets. I know that sounds grim, but if you think about it realistically, right? we're not giving back. So, and then I think there was, well, you probably weren't old enough, but in the 80s, there was this whole fear about don't eat salt, don't eat salt. And salt is really important for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For hydration purposes, for so many reasons.
Which I think even if you listen to a lot of like doctors nowadays, when it comes to like, oh, you need to be hydrated and electrolytes, and it's always added salt.
Right.
Salt is always what's added to stuff. So it's coming back around. People just haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, but we're getting there. Yes. So this is a very inexpensive way to add some good minerals to your body.
Yes. This next one is the Smooth Move tea. I love this tea. I take it at night. I don't recommend taking it during the day when you're going to be out doing stuff. It is a laxative type tea, so it's got natural herbs that will help break down everything that's going on in your colon, your rectum, and help you get rid of the built up, non-broken down foods and stuff that we have consumed through all the processing and stuff like that in all of our foods. So this is just really nice to help clean out your system. Take it at night. Give yourself at least 8 hours, so 8 hours of sleep, and in the morning, don't rush. Don't rush your morning.
You will have a smooth move for sure.
You'll have a smooth move, but it is not your typical, I'll be honest, it's not your typical laxative that has you running to the bathroom. I just, don't get up and expect to leave for work in 5 minutes.
Well, it's a good feeling, and it helps with bloating, and it tastes pretty good too. So it's a nice,
really good
right before bed kind of thing.
When you're settling down, it's really nice. And then this is the most recent thing I've added. It's an immunity drink with turmeric and black pepper in it, and they come in these like super easy little packets, and you mix it with 4 ounces of like a warm water. It's super, super tasty, but it's so good. It is really good. I was really nervous because turmeric and black pepper doesn't sound very good together.
Okay, so here's a fact that most people don't know, is that turmeric has to be taken with black pepper in order to activate it. So if you're taking turmeric and you don't have black pepper with it, then you might as well not be taking turmeric. So the two together are like a supercharger.
Yes.
And it doesn't sound like it'd be very good, but I think they use almonds. So for those of you that have nut allergies, you're probably accustomed to looking at the flavoring. And then some fructose for sweetening, but that's just fruit sugar, which again, fruit is not sugar. It is fructose, and we need that.
Yes.
I think these are delicious.
Yes. It also says right in the box, rich in antioxidants, and it's good for inflammation. If you've ever heard anything about turmeric, it's good for inflammation and being highly active people with what we do for work. I mean, we're moving stuff and all that stuff all the time. You get inflamed, and if you work out, I work with horses, so
she's doing the hard work. I'm just moving dirty.
Inflammation happens whether or not you want it to happen.
Whether you want it to. And we keep talking about antioxidants and minerals, and really, we're a bunch of cells, trillions of cells, and we have to feed those cells, and we have to create an environment where those cells are comfortable. They're swimming, they're recreating, they're regenerating, and not degenerating. Most people are degenerating and dying slow, acidic, painful death. It really is sad. And so there are choices, and when you start to do these things and eat fruit and drink the master cleanse and take care of yourself and consume everything better, fruit, mind, body, soul, all of it, music, news, all that, like shut it off. Anyway, so so these things have been great. And then these are the new ones that I've been talking about. So this is moringa. This is just a green powder. I've been drinking it with water, but you could probably add it to a smoothie, just a little pinch. It's really good for like ligaments and skin, and again, more antioxidants and vitamins. And it is like the one that everybody's talking about, like some kind of superfood. So I'm excited. I don't have a lot of experience with it yet, but I think you should try it.
So I haven't tried it yet, so I'm excited to try it. Yeah,
so I think this one also helps get the lymph moving, and it's good for, I believe, blood sugar, so regulation as well. This one's immune stress, elderberry lemon balm. It's a tea. Very good for antiviral. So viruses, like we know about viruses now, we all have them living in our body. And it also has elderberry. And that one is good for immune.
This is one of my go-to teas for like throughout the day.
It tastes really good too.
It is a really good tasting tea.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a tea drinker for the longest time.
Right.
And so when I've started finding some teas that are like natural.
Yeah.
They actually taste good. They don't taste like dirt, like
It has
other stuff.
ashwagandha in it too.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about ashwagandha, and I don't know how well that's going to transfer into a tea, to be quite honest. It's usually better in like a tincture where you're getting the direct electricity from it, because everything comes down to the electricity that it has, right? The energy, the frequencies. So anyway, but ashwagandha is really good for antibacterial and for mood stabilizer. So I think that's why, because there's a lot of depressed people out there. It's a hard time not to be, unless you just like turn it off and try to be joyful. Okay, really quickly, this one is poke root. And we should say that we're both going to, so I keep touching this, that we're both starting our own Amazon links to all of our favorite things, because people ask us all the time. In fact, somebody stopped us in the grocery store today because they wanted to know what we were buying. And we were like, we're buying stuff for Master Cleanse. And now we got to get our information to her. So we're going to do an Amazon list where most of this stuff will be and the reasons why. And so just an easy place. But this is poke root. And this is a new one that I just heard about. And it's supposed to help move the lymph system. So the lymph system is the only system in our body that does not move on its own. And so we have to do things like walk and do yoga and stretch and light exercises, maybe a little horseback riding, to get that moving. But this one you can add to castor oil too and put on your body.
This one you can take orally or put on your body, right?
Yeah, you can do it either way. So I'm doing it both ways. Yes. So because when your lymph system moves, that's the best way to get the toxins out. And I don't even call it weight anymore. I call it waste. So we all have a lot of waste that we need to get out of our bodies. I just think it changes it a little bit. Okay, vitamin D, B6. This is another one for mood and lymph system. So I'm all about my lymph system right now. I feel like I got my mind and my body right, or my mind and my like soul right. And now I can just focus on my body for the first time ever. Very excited about it. All right. And then the last one is beetroot powder. And this is one that I bought originally because I was going to make some natural makeups. But honestly, I don't even really wear makeup much anymore.
I don't wear makeup either, so not really into the makeup thing.
Then I thought, and I love that. I love that so many people are becoming natural. And if that's not your thing, that's okay too, because I love when people use their face as art or dress like art. So
I just don't have time. And then I'm working with horses and getting dirty, so.
Well, also she's gorgeous, so, and she's got that fruit glow. Yes.
Fruit changes your skin. It changes everything about you.
It truly does. It truly does. Which is why we're getting back into our detox. Well, for me, I just, she's a little younger, but a lot younger. Beetroot powder. So this is a basically just dehydrated beets, and beets are amazing for you, but they're good for heart health. Heart health. What else did we look up? We looked up circulation, because we were just talking about this one for the first time today. Blood.
It improves brain function because it brings better circulation
to the brain.
Yes, so it helps with cognition.
Yeah, I think it thins out the blood, so that's a great one. And also high blood pressure. So hypertension. And just so people know, the top number of your blood pressure is your adrenal function, and the bottom number is your kidneys. And your adrenals sit on your kidneys like a little pump, and then they help to push out the toxins. And so a lot of people have high blood pressure because their adrenals and their kidneys aren't functioning properly. And our adrenals don't function because we live in a chaotic world, fight or flight, a lot of coffee, a lot of stimulation. And so people just don't have time to let their bodies settle.
Right.
Yeah. So some of these things can help you when you don't have time to help yourself by, just going and sitting on the beach. Right. So, all right. So yes, we will post a link to our Amazon shops. And if you have any questions, please comment. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. It's really easy stuff to do.
It's easy. Yes. It looks like a lot. It doesn't say you have to start all of them.
No.
I'm going to say if you're going to pick one, I would start with the sEQMassage just because it's so easy.
Yes.
It's so easy. And it can replace your multivitamin that you're taking every day or your millions
I
of
would say that
capsules.
your 3 that you came up with are really good.
Mine are
first
just
starters.
really simple. And
Yes.
I didn't start with them all at once. It was like, I think I
Right.
started with the CMOS first, and then I got into that routine. And I was one of those people who took multivitamins and all these things that are fillers. So that's a good one to start with. And then you can start adding things in depending on how you're feeling and not overwhelm yourself with it all at once.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get it all at once and then just slowly bring them in.
Right.
But
And slow and steady. Like it's not a
Mhm.
race. Like it's just a slow journey, right? And every day just do one thing to take care of yourself because you're worth it.
yeah,
I think so many people have worthiness wounds. I know I did. And so we take care of everybody else but ourselves.
yeah.
And when you start taking care of yourself, you also have energy to take care of other people. So get out there, do a few things today that make you happy, and don't worry about everyone else.
Exactly.
Be a little selfish.
Take care of yourself. You can't you say this all the time, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself. That way you can take care of other people
Yes.
in whatever way you feel the need to.
Yes. And no fear, just flow with
Yeah.
faith. Like everything is going to be okay. Just quiet your mind, listen to God, and let yourself be led. It's a beautiful life.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Mwah.
Like, share,
Oh, yeah.
subscribe to our
Subscribe.
page.
All that good say. Say you like us. Say you like us. Thank you.